What's up with it? You watching a Big Bomber TV. And yeah, we about to check out this video from the YouTube channel Fame Feed. And the title is Boosie Claps back at NBA YoungBoy for threatening him. Yeah, man, that's a fool with it, man. Yeah, I thought they issues was like over with, but I ain't gonna lie, it's looking like it's heating back up, man. I think it might be heating up because of the new track that Young NBA had dropped, that Nussy freestyle, you know what I mean? So the dude that YoungBoy named the track after had little issues with Boosie, and allegedly Boosie got his teeth knocked out, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if he got like his real teeth knocked out, but I think he got punched and like his gold ones came flying out or something like that. The YoungBoy new track, man, I think he might have ruffled Boosie feathers, man, for real though. But yeah, man, I haven't checked out the video. Don't completely know what they talking about, but let's check it out and see what they talking about.
You know, they don't want another young boy. They hating on him.
Looks like NBA YoungBoy isn't wasting a second of his house arrest. This man just dropped a fiery new diss track, and he's naming names left and right, from Gucci Mane to Lil Boosie. While most artists are staying quiet and brushing off YoungBoy's threats, Boosie isn't letting it slide so easily. Fans, though, are completely split. Some are clowning YoungBoy for throwing shots from the comfort of his living room, while others are pointing fingers at his own fan base, claiming they're the ones always trying to stir up messy drama. On February 22nd, YoungBoy shook things up with his track, I Hate YoungBoy, and make no mistake, he's coming for everybody with this one. The song dropped just 24 hours after Lil Durk released Aha, which many people believe was aimed directly at YoungBoy. And sure enough, YoungBoy clapped back hard. In Durk's Aha, there's a bar that goes, this part just got out the feds. You bring up murders with your police ass. Fans instantly clocked that line as a direct jab at YoungBoy, since he got out of prison back in October 2021 on a massive $1.5 million bond after spending about 7 months locked up on weapons and drug charges. Since his release, YoungBoy's been stuck on house arrest in Utah. His legal team even signed off on strict security patrols by a team of military vets, making sure he stays locked inside and under watch. But if anybody thought being on house arrest would slow him down, they were dead wrong. His new track is pulling in massive numbers.
Hey, about YB flirting with your sister. I don't give a f. I don't jump in front of.
Yeah, I Hate YoungBoy racked up over 5 million views in hours, and within 5 days, it even outperformed Lil Durk's Aha. This diss record isn't subtle at all. YoungBoy is aiming at the entire music industry. He literally rapped the whole industry, making it clear he's on attack mode. But he didn't stop there. He specifically called out names: the late King Von, Lil Durk, Durk's late cousin OTF Nunu, Lil Baby,
Man.
Gucci Mane, IG model Sarah Snyder, Love and Hip Hop star Chinese Kitty, Apple Music, and of course Boosie himself.
Yeah, man, Young NBA was on one with that one. He was calling out everybody. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even heard that yet. I don't think. Yeah, man, I really don't listen to too many new artists, you know what I mean? But YoungBoy definitely be coming with some fire sometimes that I really listen to, though. Yeah, I guess he on house arrest and dropping pressure on him, huh?
Apparently, YoungBoy felt some type of way about Boosie ignoring him, and he rapped, I feel like Boosie don't even like me. Don't call him my phone. The first one to step into the conversation wasn't Boosie, though. It was his cousin, Fredo Bang. Fredo fired shots back, basically saying YoungBoy's being petty and these random disses need to end. But Twitter wasn't having it. Some users clapped back at Fredo, arguing that YoungBoy didn't really diss Boosie at all. They were like, YoungBoy just said Boosie don't call him no more. He thinks he don't like him. How's that a diss? Stop reaching. Some folks on Twitter heard different things, and one guy was adamant. He said he thinks Boosie doesn't like YoungBoy and even said, don't call my phone, as if cutting ties. Fans blew that up, and now way more people are reacting to YoungBoy's supposed shot at Boosie.
I'm waiting on you, Lo. I'm waiting on you. Stop, bro. Real talk. We as the people, we gotta come together. You heard me? And figure out how to move forward.
One of the voices pushing back was Boosie's sister Munchie, who doesn't think YoungBoy dissed her brother, and she dragged fans for trying to stir trouble. Shortly after YoungBoy dropped the track, Munchie posted a collage on her IG stories with a caption quoted from the song, I hate the world, cause he ain't this boo. She also warned people to stop the fan behavior and said folks were overreacting, which made more people think YoungBoy never really went after Boosie.
I ain't gonna lie. If he said he feel like Boosie don't like him because he don't call him no more, that really ain't no diss, like for real though.
Turns out a lot of this heat has been fan-fueled all along. In fact, Boosie has been supportive of YoungBoy in the past. He even didn't mind YoungBoy hitting on Munchie back in 2020. They used to pop up on Instagram lives and trade playful vibes, so that history made some fans ask how Boosie would feel about YoungBoy messaging his sister. But Boosie seemed cool with it at the time, even relaxed about the whole thing. If there was real hate between them, he'd likely have reacted different, right? Boosie's also acted like a mentor to YoungBoy at points, and there were rumors last year about a joint project being talked about. So how does Boosie really feel about this new diss track? That's where it gets spicy. He didn't directly clap back at YoungBoy, but Boosie jumped on an Instagram live and vibed to a song linked to FBG Duck's situation, which caught eyes right away. For context, FBG Duck was shot and died in August 2020, and in October 2021, one of Lil Durk's affiliates was arrested in connection to that case. So when Boosie posted himself listening to that track, people read into it as a possible message aimed at YoungBoy. The lyrics he nodded to included lines like, "You know who shot your mans? You ain't trying to be slides, so don't be acting like you is," and
Can't like my success. You just a hating ass motherfucker.
Right.
You know, this Boosie. I'm not hating on no niggas. You know, I don't have rap beats. I don't do all this shit. I'm Boosie. I make music. I do what I do. I do films, you know, and I take care of my kids and fuck niggas up when they play. I'm Boosie.
because if you
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. People do love Boosie though, man. Even my hood, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people from trenches all over the place inspired by Lil Boosie, to be honest.
going to slide, then let me see some shots fired. Those bars are heavy and could be taken as threatening, so yeah. The clip raised alarm bells for many fans. Still, it's messy. People are twisting posts, fans are hyping drama, and nobody's helping calm it down. Keep watching how this plays out.
Yeah, like I was saying, man, with that track, that Nussy freestyle or whatever, man, dude and Boosie had like some crazy history, man. I don't think people know how far the issues went between them two. Definitely think Lil Boosie feels some way about that track.
Because the vibes are wild right now. The drama didn't cool down after that IG live. If anything, it only got louder. Fans started dissecting every single move YoungBoy and Boosie made, as if both were playing some secret chess game against each other. People swore Boosie's choice of music was a slick message, while YoungBoy's silence on the matter had folks questioning if he was plotting his next move in private. Twitter turned into a battlefield overnight. Some fans were riding hard for Boosie, saying things like, "Boosie been in the game too long to let a kid shake him." Meanwhile, YoungBoy's supporters were clapping back, arguing that their guy is untouchable right now because of how much attention his diss track is getting. One person even wrote, "Boosie playing songs on live while YoungBoy breaking records. You tell me who's winning." The back and forth was nonstop. What's wild is that despite all the chaos, Boosie and YoungBoy still haven't gone head-to-head directly. That's why fans keep stirring the pot, creating all kinds of theories about hidden shots, shady lyrics, and secret shade. But at the same time, some people are pointing out that both artists actually have a history of showing love to each other. So maybe the beef isn't even real, just fan-made smoke. Industry insiders even started chiming in. A couple of DJs claim YoungBoy knows exactly what he's doing by dragging so many names into one track because controversy sells, and it's keeping him at the top of trending lists.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It really could be an alley-hoop though, for real though, man. Like if Boosie drops something right now, man, it's gonna go crazy because people wait for him to respond or something. You know what I mean? It really could be like an alley-hoop and like a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? For real.
Meanwhile, others argued Boosie's response was classic Boosie, low-key, indirect, but still sharp enough that people would catch the vibe. And here's the kicker. Instead of losing steam, I Hate YoungBoy just kept climbing. The views, the streams, the reactions, all through the roof. Every name YoungBoy mentioned started trending at one point, dragging a bunch of unrelated rappers and influencers into the mess. Even people who weren't involved had to respond just to clear their names. It's turning into one of those rare rap moments where a single track sets off a storm bigger than the song itself. with YoungBoy refusing to slow down and Boosie moving like he's not pressed, but still letting his music choices do the talking. Fans can't stop speculating on where this goes next. Some people think Boosie was sending YoungBoy a warning, like, leave me out of this or deal with the consequences. But others believe he played that track to show he'd already picked a side and he's actually rocking with YoungBoy. One fan even broke it down in the comments saying, Boosie wasn't dissing YoungBoy. That Live was his way of saying he's with him, and that song was his way of backing FBG Duck and the GDS, who YoungBoy shouted out to taunt Dirk. For anyone not caught up, FBG Duck was the Chicago rapper who made the track Slide, the same one Boosie was vibing to. FBG was tied to crews that had long-running tension with Dirk's circle, stretching back to the early 2000s. So when Boosie pulled up playing Slide, a lot of fans read it as him quietly sending a message about where he stands in the middle of all this smoke. But here's the twist. Boosie already said in his Vlad TV interview that he's not trying to be part of rap beefs. He wants to focus on music and family. Still, he also made it crystal clear. If somebody crosses the line and keeps poking at him, he's not just gonna sit back. Simple as that. This is where social media really takes things off the rails. A lot of folks believe it's not even about Boosie or YoungBoy directly. It's the fans who keep fanning the flames, trying to turn every lyric, every post, and every IG live into some big beef. One guy on Twitter said, YoungBoy good, but his fan base is toxic. Another added, I like his music, but I could never call myself a YoungBoy fan. The fan base too weird. And yet another tweeted that NBA YoungBoy supporters are aggressive as ever. At the same time, there are voices calling for peace. Some fans reminded everyone that these internet beefs can turn deadly, pointing to King Von's tragic fate. One fan said, it's all fun and games until somebody takes a diss too serious. R.I.P. Von, I don't want to see nobody else die behind this. Another wrote, all these guys should just focus on making music. Forget the nonsense. It don't profit you nothing. Too many people gone already. It's a real split. Some people want more smoke, others just want the music.
Yeah, man, that's a fool with it, man. I ain't gonna lie, I think it's just a Baton Rouge little thing they got going on, you know what I mean? And if anybody mess with them, they gonna team up on you, possibly, you know what I mean? Yeah, like sometimes, man, I can say something about my homie, but you can't say nothing about my homie, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I do think Young NBA did take a jab at Boosie with naming that song Nussy, you know what I'm saying? For real though. But like I was saying, man, it's a Baton Rouge thing. So a lot of people probably wouldn't even understand or even know who Nussy is though, you know what I mean? Like I was saying, man, it was an incident where Boosie supposedly got his teeth knocked out or something like that. I think Nussy is connected to that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Young NBA definitely been with it though, for real though, to be honest, you know what I mean? Like I was saying, Baton Rouge thing though, man. They got their own little thing going on out there. All of them have little beefs going on, and to be honest, man, it'd be kind of beneficial because them tracks be going crazy, you know what I mean? And yeah, like I was saying, man, it could be an alley hoop too. Like if Boosie come out right now and put some little subliminals going at NBA YoungBoy, it's probably gonna go crazy right now, like for real though. Yeah, it's up to Boosie to turn this into a money-making opportunity, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments. You watching a Bama TV. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting it. Till next time. All right.